All right, folks, welcome back to the TNT show. We got New Year's upon us. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. So, don't know what everybody's resolutions looks like and, stuff like that. But, hope everybody has a happy new year. You bring in the new year how you want to. You look towards all your future goals, yada, 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 so on and so forth. But we're going to go ahead and jump into this episode. We got some NFL recap and predictions for y'all. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, college is a little behind right now, waiting on the playoffs. But I'm fixing to crash out, so I'm gonna start off with some college. Colorado's trash. They're terrible. I'm sorry, but they're terrible. You can call me a hater. You can call me whatever you want, but man, they suck.
Oh yeah,
You
I
play
said
you,
that already.
you play a good team. You play a good team. You get blowed out every time.
That's
Every
fair.
time. Every
That's
time.
fair.
I don't care. Well, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to hear it. He's supposed to be the number one pick and can't do anything against good teams. What you think is going to happen when he gets to the NFL?
Uh,
Trash. Complete garbage.
is that really a fair assumption though?
Yes.
Because
Yeah. You're telling me you
Jaden
can't
Daniels was
beat
on an 8-4 LSU team, and he was
this
number
man
two
won
overall pick.
yeah, but he was cooking teams. There's a difference.
Go look at his numbers, bro. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Jaden Daniels cooked in the SEC. This man ran for 1,200 yards on SEC defenses. That's not even a comparison. For you to compare him to him, that's insane.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about in terms of team win loss and where they were projected
At
to go.
least, but Jaden Daniels beat good teams.
I don't care. It's not about look. I'm not making excuses.
But here's the thing. Okay, you want to play that? Jaden Daniels put his team on his back in a bunch of those games. Did Shador do that? No, because they can't beat good teams because they get blowed out because they're trash. Aside from him and Travis Hunter, when they play good, the only teams they can beat are 0-8 Oklahoma State, 0-14 teams. Well, of course you can beat them. They suck.
Okay, so if
They
Shador was
got
on,
blowed out. They got blowed out by Nebraska.
if
They got
Shador
beat
was
by
on,
Kansas State. Got embarrassed on national television after this so-called Heisman Trophy winner out here dancing and showboating. They can't even win. They can't even beat BYU.
look,
BYU is
if Shador was on Alabama, would it be a different
he wouldn't
conversation?
even play.
That is crazy.
He wouldn't even start.
I'm
No
saying like
shot.
I'm saying like no Milrow. Without not Milrow's not there. You swap out Milrow with Shador. Do you
Y'all
think
win 6 games.
you are out of your mind?
Y'all win 6 games. Maybe
Like I
7.
said, like I said,
Y'all
look,
might make a bowl game.
like I said, look at his numbers.
Yeah,
The numbers
against
are there.
trash teams, look at his numbers against the teams that actually mattered.
I
What was his?
well,
Let's go to his stats.
go look
Let's
at
go
his
look at
stats
BYU.
against the ranked teams or good games that they played, and I guarantee you that his numbers were not terrible. They were good enough.
Weren't good enough to get beat 40-14.
But you got to remember too, he can't play defense, so he can't
You got to
rely. They
score
can't.
points.
Yeah, but you can't always score points. So when you can't score points, you have to rely on your defense to get stops, and their defense doesn't do that.
But if you're going to compare him to Jaden Daniels, at least they were scoring points.
I mean, yeah.
And they had the Heisman Trophy winner on their team, the
Yep.
best wide receiver in college football, and you can't score more than 14 points. That's just
Okay, let me ask you this: Did you watch the game?
Yeah, they look terrible.
Ah, well,
They were getting. You want me to say it? BYU was just way too physical for Colorado. And they said Colorado should have been a playoff team. Notre Dame would have beat them 75-6.
I just don't think it's fair that you're saying
They
that
would have
those.
they wouldn't have scored more than 14 points on anybody in the playoffs. Penn State would have beat them 65-3.
I just don't think it's fair that you're saying those two as individuals aren't good because their team wasn't winning football games.
You got to find ways to win.
Yeah,
You
but
got to
that
get you got
also
to get your playmakers ball. You got to score points. You got to score. I get
your
it. The
your defense
offensive
has to get
line.
stopped too.
Yeah, well,
So
the Bengals are finding ways to win. They got the
I get
worst defense in the league.
the
Joe Burrow
offensive
got
side.
sacked 7 times yesterday,
I get the
and they
offensive side.
still beat the Broncos.
I get the offensive side. I just don't.
You
I
got to
feel like
find ways to win.
there's.
You gotta score.
I mean, yeah, no, you're right about that. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't.
And they're about to take this man with the number 1 pick.
You never know what he's gonna look like,
I
though.
give him 2 years. Now he'll have to. It's like you. What'd you say the other day? He going to show me. He's just going to show me. It's like you said. I don't know who are we talking about last episode when you said that. They're going to have to show you. Who'd you say that against? Who'd you say that for?
Honestly, I forgot.
I don't remember who you said it to
if I
either.
had to bet, it was probably a quarterback or something.
Yeah, it was a quarterback, but I don't remember who it was. But yeah, he's going to have to show me for sure. He can't beat good teams. So I can go out there and beat Oklahoma State. They won 2 games.
I guess.
Anybody can go out there and look good against them. But when you play high level talent, what happens? They get blowed out every time. But anyway, that's my rant for them. Let's jump to the NFL. A lot of blowouts. The Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, the Chargers, the Eagles, and the Bucks all had big blowout wins. Saquon broke 2K yesterday. My question to you: do you let him play next week?
Nope.
Do you let him break the record? He's 101 yards away from breaking Eric Dickerson's record.
It's not working.
Technically, he'll break the record. Did he do it in the right correct amount of games? No. But do you let him play?
No, it's
If
not
he
working.
said he wanted to do it, would you let him do it, or would you
Nope.
sit him?
Nope.
No shot.
Nope. I understand you want to break the record or whatever. I have a lot of respect for you and what you mean to this team. So
And it's
that,
against New York, so that's
nope. I get it. You want your get back. You want to rub it in their face and this, that, and the third. But no, because we have a bigger goal at the end of the season. That's to bring home another championship
I
to
mean, you
Philly.
already kind of rubbed it in their face. You ran for 2K.
Yeah, like
So
I'm not gonna act like you can realistically put any running back behind Philly's offensive line and they're gonna get off. I mean, it is what it is, but
yeah,
you
we
took
talked about that at the beginning of how good Saquon was going to be.
you took a talent like him and put him behind Philly's offensive line. Of course you're gonna get 2,000 yards on the ground.
Yeah, he's cooking. Yeah, I kind of would have to agree. Yeah, I don't think you can because literally, he is your offense. Like it runs through him. Like their passing games, not very good. It's okay, but I mean, when you got a 2,000 yard rusher, why am I throwing? Why I don't need to throw the ball. We're just gonna run it down your throat.
Exactly.
The Bears, they struggled again. They suck.
The
I
wheels
don't know.
just fell off.
I don't know. They like you said, it looked promising, and then all of a sudden it just crumbled.
Yep.
It's you can put some of it on Caleb Williams. A lot of it's on it. You can point the finger at a lot of different things. I think first things first, it's the offensive line, but it's at some point he's going to start catching the heat. They couldn't do anything. They scored 3 points against Seattle. Their defense, the Bears' defense, played good. They did all they could. Just Caleb Williams, I don't know. It's like that. It's like that post I seen that NFL's. Some people they catch, and some people it takes them a little bit.
Well, nah, you got to think too. I mean, he doesn't have a head coach right now, so I'm pretty
What's
sure
that?
that
That doesn't. I mean, I guess that could matter, but not.
that's going to factor into a lot of your play calls. So, I mean, obviously, with him being a rookie, he can't just go and check out of a play when the play comes in. So, they had a lot going on this year. Some firings. I mean, offensive line is weak.
Would you still take him number one? Looking right now, would you have taken number one?
Nah, I still probably would have took Jaden Daniels over one. Number one over him. Personally, but that's me personally speaking. Because I thought, like, when that college football season ended, like, there was a lot of reasons why you would have wanted Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams. I mean, you can make the same argument way back when if the Bears would have took Patrick Mahomes instead of Mitch Trubisky. So
yeah,
but
it happens.
Yeah, that's one of those what if
if it doesn't work out, it's like we said, if it doesn't work out, I don't know, because you traded away Justin Fields for a bust if you wanted to look at it. I'm not saying that he's a bust yet, but I'm just saying your future.
Yeah, if it goes that way, then they pretty much, traded him away for
nothing. Yeah. The Bengals and the Broncos game yesterday was one of the best games I've seen in a long time. Very good game. I think you got to give Joe Burrow the MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on pace for almost 5,000 yards and 48 touchdowns at this point. I mean, it's supposed to go to the most valuable player. If you take Joe Burrow off of the Bengals, they're not winning any. They might have won 2 games this year. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe 2, because y'all defense was really bad. So
yeah, their defense was bad. And to think that he got sacked 7 times yesterday, went on 3 game-winning drives. They missed a field goal. Their defense couldn't stop anybody. And then he threw a touchdown going into overtime. If they make the playoffs, they might be scary offensively.
See, as much as I want them to make the playoffs, I don't think they will.
No, there's just I feel like they can. I mean, obviously.
No, it's the only thing that's going to keep them out is the Chiefs already locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're already locked in, so they're not going to play like any of that. They're probably going to be out there playing practice squad players. So
yeah, for sure.
It's unfortunate because I would love to see the 9 and 8 Bengals, try to make a run. I mean, they look good. Defense is playing a little bit better. A little bit better, not a lot better. A little
bit, yeah. Easy.
But
yeah, so yeah, they got to win. They got to beat Pittsburgh. Miami has to lose to the Jets, and the Broncos have to lose to the Chiefs in order for the Bengals to make it.
Yeah, so that's just a lot.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, even if Tua doesn't play, the Jets are just trash. So I don't see the Jets beating Miami.
They might if Tua doesn't play.
I doubt it.
Because they don't have a quarterback. Miami's bad without Tua.
I don't even know if Aaron Rodgers is
that game. That game legit might be 6-3. If neither quarterback plays, at least the Jets have somewhat back of a quarterback.
Potentially.
Yeah, he scored 2 touchdowns yesterday, more than Aaron Rodgers did.
Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers got some decisions to make in the offseason.
Go home. Go home. It's time. Hang it up. You had one heck of a career. You're a Hall of Famer. Hang it up. It's time. The Commanders, they solidified their playoffs yesterday, beating the Falcons. I'm not saying they're going to make a run, but they could. They're playing really good football right now. Their defense is playing a little bit better. Again, same boat. I think their defense just isn't strong enough to get them a win. Plus, their offense is kind of up and down at some points. Like if you took away, I mean, Jaden Daniels ran all over the Falcons yesterday. They couldn't stop him to save their life. And, getting into the playoffs, you're playing teams you haven't necessarily played. So you might they could catch the Eagles right off the bat, or, catch the Vikings or the Rams or, somebody that they haven't played. What he's done these last couple weeks with the comebacks and the overtime wins and the clutch, yeah. There's no way he's not rookie of the year. Not by any means. I wouldn't go insta say MVP, but if he could do this next year, I don't see why not.
Lamar did it.
I mean, yeah, Lamar did it, and the Commanders are in the kind of the same boat. They're 10-5, but like I said, I just don't know if their defense is strong enough to stop like the Lions or the Vikings, the Rams. I don't know if they're. I mean, I'm sure that they would stop them a few times, but those are some really good teams that they got to play. So the playoffs are a different kind of animal. I don't know. We'll see. And then the Vikings beat the Packers. So the Vikings, if they can somehow beat the Lions Sunday, they might be a force. If they can beat the Lions, they might win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Lions are pretty banged up. I mean, if you can go in there and I think it has to be convincing though. If it's like a really close game from wire to wire, then I think either or could be considered like,
The only thing I'll say is the Lions have a short week. They play tonight. I'm sorry. Yeah, they play today. And then they turn around and play on Sunday. So they got a short week. So they play tonight and then turn around and play again Sunday night.
Well, we'll see.
So,
I mean, if you think
the
about it,
Vikings look good. So, I mean, it's gonna be that's gonna be a very good game.
very
A
interesting
very
game.
good game. That could be the AFC Championship. We could see a rematch.
Yeah.
But this week we got a whole lot, really a whole lot of games in general because everybody's sitting people. I would imagine. I highly doubt Baltimore is going to play their starters. They play the Browns. They should be able to beat them easily. Obviously the Bengals have to play their starters. They have to win. Pittsburgh, I'm not really sure if they're going to play their starters or not. Either way, it doesn't matter. The Bengals still got to win, regardless of who plays. They're gonna play. So I'm gonna roll Bengals. I think they're on a hot streak, and like you said, the Chiefs are gonna beat the Broncos, and it's gonna crush their dreams.
Yeah, I think they're gonna give. I think they'll hand it. You said the Steelers, right?
Yeah, they play Pittsburgh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Pittsburgh's plans are. I don't know if they're playing people. I don't really know.
I mean,
To
I
be
would
honest, I really have no
imagine.
idea. I would think that they're probably not. I wouldn't think so.
I don't know if they clinched their division already or not. If they did, then
No,
they probably
no,
won't. But
they're
if
in the same division as
the
Baltimore.
Chargers and Baltimore, yeah, that's right. So,
It's Baltimore, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland is their
I'm thinking about the wrong division.
yeah.
I'm thinking about I
Yeah,
was thinking about
that
the
division
AFC.
is stacked. Yeah, no. They got so Baltimore's clinched their division. I'm pretty
I was
sure.
thinking about the AFC West. That's what I was thinking about because it's the Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, and
But I think maybe not because I don't really know. I know the NFL is weird. There's just so many different things that can happen to clinch this, to get the playoffs, to get this seed. It's just weird.
yeah, the playoff bracket for the NFL is a little wonky.
So
But
the Ravens may have to win to clinch the division. I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked a whole lot into that. But either way, they probably want to win. But a lot's riding on the line for Cincinnati.
oh yeah,
I don't know. Again, with the Commanders, I'm not really sure. If they have to play, I mean they're 11-5, so I don't know if they have to play their starters or not. Which they play Dallas, so I don't know if their starters will play. If they don't, I would imagine that they probably won't play if they don't have to.
Well, they already clinched their division, so they're good. I don't think they're going to play their starters. They're going to sit everybody.
So I would imagine so anyway. Packers again with the Packers, they're playing the Bears, so they'll probably end up sitting their starters too, just to get ready for the playoffs. They're already in the playoffs, so the Bears are trash. So not really sure who the backup quarterback is for. Oh, it's Malik Willis. So he can probably beat the Bears.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Obviously the Bills play the Patriots. They won't play their starters. I would imagine they wouldn't anyway. So this week doesn't really have a whole lot of big games. I mean, obviously we talked about the Eagles and the Giants. The Eagles probably won't play any of their starters. I wouldn't think so, especially offensively. So I mean, you might see a win there. I doubt it. From the Giants, I highly doubt it. Obviously, the Chiefs Broncos, the Chiefs have clinched the number 1 seed, so there's no chance that they play Patrick Mahomes, right? No, not a chance.
Oh, they're like I told you, they're going to be out there playing practice squad people.
They're already doing that.
They saving all their rotational guys for the playoffs.
Oh yeah, like you're probably going to see people you ain't never heard of. Like I said, I would not be shocked if Carson Wentz got out there and started getting banged around, because the Broncos got a good defense. They got the number 1 defense in the league, I'm pretty sure. So I would not be surprised if Carson Wentz got back there and started getting sacked and banged around if they didn't take him out. Because, like we said, God forbid, Patrick Mahomes get hurt, you need a capable backup.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Denver's favored by 10 points. Because, obviously none of the Chiefs players are going to play. Yep. The Rams and the Seahawks, that's going to be a good game. The winner of that game gets to go to the playoffs.
I don't know, man. I think the Rams are – I'm not going to say they're going to blow the Seahawks out, but I think the Rams are going to win that game just because I mean, they playing really good football right now. And, I mean, the Seahawks they won, but they basically put up a dud offensively. The game was 6-3 against the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just don't – I don't see them getting off offensively against the Rams. Like I said, the Rams have been playing pretty good football recently. And
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I was one of the people
they're going to score more than 3 points. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I was one of the people that wrote them off kind of midway through the season when they were struggling. So, but they're healthy now. So
the winner of this game gets the wild card spot. So
it's a lot on the line.
Obviously, big game for the Dolphins. They got to win. They got to beat the Jets. Tua's got to play. Why would Tua not play?
Yeah, at this point.
If they don't win, they're out of the playoffs. Why would he not play? Is he hurt?
I know he didn't play Sunday, so I didn't really see I don't know what was wrong with him. I didn't look into it.
Oh.
But I mean,
and then we got the biggest game probably of the week, if not the year, the Vikings and the Lions. Again. No, yeah. Just the first time, yeah.
Yeah, that game is
going to be good.
Like you said, it could be a preview of the NFC Championship.
Where's it at?
That's a great question.
I'm looking.
Regardless of where it is, it's going to be
it's in Detroit.
It's going to be a big game, regardless of where it is.
It's in Detroit too.
I mean, those are two really good teams at basically the top of the. They're fighting for the top of the conference. They're fighting for a first round bye, home field advantage through the playoffs. So
I'm probably gonna have to lean Lions, to be honest. if you wanted my honest answer. And the reason I say that is the Vikings kind of are sluggish at times.
Not super consistent.
The only thing though is like you said, the Lions defense is banged up. So I don't know who I don't know if they're gonna be able to cover the Vikings offense.
Yeah, see, now honestly, I think I was probably gonna roll Vikings just because like I told you, man, Sam Darnold's back in that mode again, and he's been out here cooking. So
Yeah.
I think I'm probably gonna roll Vikings.
Yeah, I mean they they've been looking pretty good. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think that game's gonna be really good. It's prime time too. It's 7:00, so that's the game of the night. So obviously they probably did that for a reason, but
And to think, Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield were just
on the Panthers last year.
the Panthers like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I said last year. Yeah, 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
Now they're both because Sam Darnold's fixing to get it back from somewhere, whether it be the Vikings or somebody. So. You think the Chiefs are going to three-peat?
It's hard to, like I told you last year, man. It's hard to bet against the Chiefs.
The worst thing. Now, if I'm the Chiefs, I would. My goal would be for them to beat the Broncos, because if they do, the Bengals will get the 7th seed, and they'll have to play Buffalo. So, say somehow Cincinnati could beat Buffalo, I would rather play Cincinnati than Buffalo.
And
Buffalo
the
already beat them
Chiefs,
once.
if the Chiefs want anything, it's to keep Joe Burrow out the playoffs. That's what they want.
Because the Bengals' defense is god awful, so they can score at will. Buffalo handled the Chiefs convincingly.
Like I said, if the Chiefs want anything, it's to keep Joe Burrow out of the playoffs. That's what any team should want right now, especially the way he's playing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I'm just talking from a defensive standpoint. The Bengals' defense couldn't cover me and you. I'm pretty sure I could run a fade route on Cam Taylor-Britt. He sucks. I don't think he'd cover me. I think I'd break his ankles.
You already know.
He'd be looking around.
You already know where I fall in that conversation when you start bringing up me and you in the NFL. We would get cooked.
Well, I guarantee. I don't think so.
You speak for yourself.
Seen him play, but
you speak for yourself because these guys are playing at the high. Regardless of how bad they are, they're playing at the highest level. Where are we at?
Maybe I need to go try out for the NFL because I think I can do that.
No, we're over here talking on a podcast about. We're over here talking on the podcast about these guys and how good or bad they are, and we're not in the NFL. So
sometimes it makes me wonder if I could.
it's worth a shot. I mean, some people get up off the couch and do it. The guy who played for Philadelphia did it. Made a movie about him.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna say Joe Flacco because he's an MVP.
Different times back then.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs are, right where they want to be. They got that first round bye, so.
If I really believe that the NFL was scripted to a T, then I'd say yes, the Chiefs will three-peat because it's like a storybook kind of thing. But honestly, I don't think so because
it depends who they catch first.
It's tough out there this season. I mean, they'd have to see either the Ravens, the Buffalo Bills, who beat them, who gave them their only loss on the season. So
convincingly.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's going to be a different kind of game because instead of going to Buffalo, they're going to have to go to Kansas City. And Kansas City doesn't lose at home very, very much.
Not to mention, I mean, if they were to make the run to the Super Bowl, you'd have to beat possibly the Eagles, the Lions, the Vikings.
Or whoever in the NFC. Yeah, the NFC stacked.
Yeah, it's stacked over there. So I mean, it's like I said, it's tough. It's tough sledding. I think a three-peat is. I'm not saying it's out of the question, but I think I just don't think they'll get it done.
If they beat Buffalo, say Buffalo beat whoever, and then Kansas City plays Buffalo, and Kansas City beat Buffalo or whoever convincingly, yeah, they're probably going to win the Super Bowl.
I still wouldn't even give it then.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. It's going to be tough either way. I'm going to go with no, just because of, like you said, there's very good talent in the NFC. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Anything you want to say for New Year's?
I don't, no, I don't think so. I mean, obviously, podcast wise, we have a lot coming in 2025. We're going to try to anyway. Try to do a little bit different stuff. But as far as resolutions, nah. I mean, me and my wife are fixing to start this Daniel fast and for 21 days, so that'll be interesting.
Seems like it. I don't know. I'd probably say just just for anybody out there going into the new year, if there's anything that you
Yeah,
really
definitely. Like it's like we talked about offset. Like if there's something that you want to do, you know, I feel like a lot of people just worry about what other people think, and you got to kind of let that go. Like if you want to do something, hey, if you're dreading your career or whatever the case may be, you're the only one that can change that. Like it's a lot of people say new year, new me.
yeah.
If you want to change jobs, change them. Don't be afraid of what somebody else is going to think. It's not their life, it's yours. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for anybody out there that wants to, change or looking for change or wanting to have, better life or finances or whatever your goals are, yeah, I'd say shoot for it. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it
Do
better
you have any,
myself.
do you have any resolutions? I don't really do that, but
Nah, I mean,
we have a few things that we're working on, like that we hope to get done this year. But
yeah.
as far as like
Uh,
the
um,
crazy resolutions, no, I don't really do that.
yeah. No, I don't really participate in any of that.
We
But
do have goals that we want to accomplish in 2025, but yeah, as far as like you know something crazy like some like resolutions, no, I don't. I've never really done that.
yeah. No. On another note, our podcast.
Reflection episode.
Yeah, so it's on Spotify, YouTube, as always. So just check that out. Um, but if we don't have anything else for this episode, this is pretty much it for us. And yeah, we'll catch y'all in the next episode. And funny enough, the next episode will be in the new year.
Yep.
So we'll catch y'all on the next one.